Alright, today we are going over why the dumbbell pullover is underwhelming. So if you are ready, let's see. And it is going to sound obvious, but it is not going to train your lats well, it is not going to train your chest well. And I know what you are going to say. Oh, but Arnold did this and he had huge chest and huge lats. I have three problems why the statement is wrong. First, you are not Arnold. Second, he had some respectable numbers on the T-bar rowing, and lat pull down. And that probably took him more effort, reps and sets than the occasionally thrown in dumbbell pullovers. And thirdly, back at that time, we didn't really know much about training. We knew that rows are going to train your back, pushing is going to train your chest, but we didn't really know specifically what is going to do what. And right now, we know. But let's analyze it. You have a dumbbell. So gravity is going to be your resistance. To train your lats, we already know that if your arm is passing this 130-degree point, then it is going to lose all leverage and then it's going to be your chest. But before you say anything, this is not going to be a good chest builder, so it's not going to do much. A plate pinch press is probably going to be a better chest builder than this, and I consider that the worst of the worst. And there is another major problem with this exercise, like going down. So this is going to be chest. Chest gets me out of this exercise, and then from here my lats are gaining leverage. But because I'm going to be almost parallel with gravity, there is no more resistance on you, or tension, at least not on your lats. But you can still do this exercise, but just not with a dumbbell, or if you're using a dumbbell, that's going to be for a different purpose. But I will get to that later on. Use the cable. By changing the height of it, you can change where it is going to load the muscle more. So if I set this higher up, so if you start the exercise here, even though you're not starting from the full range of motion, it is still going to be just lats. And the hardest part of the exercise is going to be here. So when your arm is around 90 degrees. More tension on your lats rather than anything else. And then after this is going to be easy. Now if you push the bench away, and then set the cable around bench height. And now you have the full range of motion, even though it's going to be chest at the beginning, there's going to be less from here. And this is going to be the hardest part because this is where resistance is perpendicular to the muscle you are training. That's going to be your lats. And then from there, this is going to be easy because you are parallel with your resistance, that's the cable. This way you can make sure that your lats are doing the job. And even though someone told you that you can rotate your elbow in and out and it is going to bias your chest more or your lats, that's just bullshit. But there is still a good use for the dumbbell pullover, and it is to do loaded stretches. Most of you are really stiff, so this is going to be a really effective way to stretch out your shoulder, some lats, some chest, and it's going to be a better variation than this kneeling variation where you are just pushing your chest down to the floor and basically doing the same thing. You want to be careful when you do this because this exercise, it's a loaded stretch, so it is going to fatigue you and it's also stimulating some muscles. Anyway, make sure to subscribe. Watch this video next about leg training. If you like that, watch this another one about triceps. I'm going to see you in the next one.